You know what? Yeah. I think Facebook is worse than coronavirus for our society.
It is. We've had that discussion.
Online forums, social media, mass media.
Technology.
I'm tired of it.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
What is up? It's beautiful out.
It looks really nice outside.
You haven't been outside yet today.
No.
It is actually, GW texted me and asked if I want to go golfing today. It's golf weather. It's get outside.
Shit.
No, it's not.
For golf, yeah.
Well, you're skinny. For fat guys, this is golf weather.
Yeah. It's too.
Oh, it's gorgeous out.
No.
Sun is shining. I put in my contacts just so I can wear sunglasses.
Why don't you just get prescription sunglasses?
I'm poor.
All right.
I already have contacts.
Nice.
And $8 gas station sunglasses. But yeah, no, it's good, man. I've had a great weekend. You know why?
No.
I finally pissed off enough people and somebody I cared about to realize I need to get offline more often. So I deactivated my Facebook. It only lasted about 24 hours, but when I came back, I made some U changes.
Oh yeah.
I made some unfollows, I deleted a bunch of pages. I got off a certain website for a while and I just went, you know what? I told Beth last night, I said, you know, in the end of the day, if the world was to blow up and I still had Beth and the boys, I'm good.
Right.
It would suck. There are people I'd miss, but I'm so freaking tired of walking on eggshells to please everybody.
Right. That's why.
And the person that I pissed off is somebody that I hold very close to me as a friend and basically said, yeah, you had a friend and unfollowed me on Facebook and all this. So I went,
now that's,
you know, I apologize. I don't know why he got so angry at me, but I said, I'm done then. I'm not going out of my way to appease others anymore.
Right. And that's the way it should be. You shouldn't have to go out of your way.
So for my personal happiness, I did what I could do. I apologized that I had upset them. And I said, if you don't want to be friends, that's your choice. You're an adult. I respect that. And I left it at that.
Yeah.
So I'm good now. Here's the thing. When I deactivated Facebook, it gives you an option to do 1 through 7 days.
Take time off. To
automatically come back, or you can just full on delete your account. And I deactivated it. I set it for like 2 or 3 days and thought, well, we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Sleep on it, I did that Friday evening. Saturday I went up to my buddy Rob's to record his podcast, Living in the 80s. Then went to my aunt's and installed a storm door for her. And this whole time I got no notifications. Anytime I instinctively went to check Facebook, I hit the app and it just said, hey, if you want to check it, you got to log back in. Don't do it.
Yep.
So I let it go until I got home late last night. Right about the time we put the boys to bed, then I logged back in because I had people. My brother-in-law said, hey, I wanted to tag in this funny meme. Did you leave Facebook? My aunt said, hey, I tried to tag you to thank you for the work you did. I said, that's the kind of people I want to interact with.
So just for 2 things, the troll patrol.
Yeah.
got hit. Number 2. If
the funny thing is, I didn't think I was trolling when it happened. I was having a conversation with a friend, and apparently I said something wrong online that was enough for them to say, I don't want to ever talk to you again. So,
and you may not have been trolling at the time.
But of all the times somebody should have unfriended me, that just wasn't it. It just shocked me. But anyway.
if you're taking a leaf out of my book,
it's a short book.
It's a very short book. It's only about 2 pages. So, be gentle.
3 with the artwork.
No, there is no artwork. I would just go through your entire friend list and just start going unfollow, and then leave the people like your mom, your brother, family members that you want to hear from.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Because I've unfollowed family members. I don't unfriend them. I just unfollow them.
Yeah, I've done that. You unfollowed me.
Well, I unfollowed you, yeah.
I consider you a good friend. We get along, but you don't like all my 10 memes a day.
No, that's not what I use Facebook for.
Right.
I mean,
that's fair. And you said that, and I go, yeah, I get it. Yeah. I've told people that said, hey, I had to unfollow you, post too much. I don't blame you.
That's
fine. But this was full on like, I don't want to talk to you again.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, that's that.
I've been there. It's heartbreaking. I've been there.
It's somebody I actually respected, and I still do. I still have no animosity, but you know what? At the end of the day, I've got to be happy when I go home, and I've got to know that I've done the best I can. Maybe I've not made the best decision or been the best person, but I've got to be happy with my wife, my kids, and make sure we're taken care of. So
right.
I've decided to let it go. I got back on Facebook late last night. The first thing I did was click like on something Garrett posted, and he immediately was like, "What are you doing back?" Because he texted me like
that was short.
Yeah, he texted me, yesterday morning, and we were chatting via text. And when I got back on late Saturday night, he goes, "Dude, you weren't even gone long enough for me to miss you." I was like,
"Right,
I'm back." But yeah, no, I'm doing great now. Today's been good. I got to sleep in. I actually slept in. Did not wake up at 6:30 with no alarm. I slept till about 8. Feel fantastic.
Nice.
So
What's it like to sleep till 8? Because I'm usually up at like 6:30 no matter what.
Well, yesterday I set no alarm. I didn't have to be up in Grove City till 10, so I set no alarm, turned the ringer off. So I think it was 6:38 I woke up and just laid in bed like I was just wide awake. So yeah, it was great today. I went to bed last night about midnight, got up about 8. Feeling good.
Nice. So one of the big things that's going on right now in Columbus is the Arnold Sports Festival. And there has been a lot of controversy because of the coronavirus, and you got 200,000 people coming in town and spreading this virus. And so essentially what has happened is the Arnold Sports Festival Expo got shut down.
Yeah.
There are no vendors. None. Whatsoever.
And this is huge.
This is huge for
Columbus.
For Columbus. Like, there are restaurants
it brings in millions of dollars
that
every year.
Rely on this, and stores and shops that rely on this with everybody walking around downtown. So that's it. The expo's gone. It's canceled this year. But some of the powerlifting, the strongman stuff, the CrossFit, the fencing, all of the sport activities were still on with no spectators.
Yeah. Empty arenas.
So it was weird. So, I was able to go down. I went down, as a staff and was able to walk around the expo and see all the stuff that was going on. Now, it was nice. Like,
because there weren't people.
You weren't fighting to get through things. Now, it sucked for the competitors and everything because there wasn't anybody there to cheer them on other than other athletes. But it was nice because you could just walk around. You're like, oh, I'm going to go look at this thing. I'm going to go watch this. Oh, I'm going to go watch this. Right. You didn't have to fight crowds. So it was glorious for me in my antisocial anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
But Rogue was there.
Oh.
So Rogue they're one of the biggest sponsors for the Arnold. And during the strongman competition, you look over and they've got 4 bleachers that are packed to the rim, like shoulder to shoulder packed. And I'm like,
what's going on?
Dude, what's going on? And they're like, oh, well, they're all friends and family of all the athletes. There's 8 athletes. There's 400 people in there. So there were spectators there. There were people there watching. I mean, I was there. Whatever. But I saw the Mountain lift. And I've seen him lift before. Like, I've had to watch him on a TV monitor. That dude is huge.
Well, you don't get a nickname the Mountain by being tiny.
No. He is fucking enormous.
It's funny how much bigger some of these people are. You see him big in movies. You see him big on TV. Athletes, same way.
He's like 6'9", 500 pounds.
Yeah.
He's enormous.
That's like, you see Andre the Giant on TV, he looks big, but when you see him in person, you crap your pants.
Right.
Like, it was, well, I bumped into AJ Hawk and Nick Mangold.
Yeah.
When they were playing for Ohio State, the year before they went pro. And athletes are typically bigger guys. So I've got 2 big dudes, AJ Hawk being a linebacker. He was pretty solid. Nick Mangold towered over me.
Oh yeah.
And I'm 6'1". Like, I'm not tiny. Now he's not the Mountain huge. He's not 6'9". He's not Shaq. No. He's not, but yeah, it's funny how you kind of see him on TV and amongst other people the same size or the same weight class and what they compete in. It's hard to get. It's like pro wrestlers. When I met Booker T, I didn't realize how big that dude was.
Oh yeah, he's like 6'7". He's huge.
He's huge because everybody else in wrestling's big. They're supposed to be larger than life. They're supposed to be superhero looking.
Right. So
yeah, I can imagine the mountain is just imposing.
I was able to. I was further back, but I was able to actually see him and watch him lift. And he pulled 1,026 pounds on a deadlift.
Yeah,
barefoot.
insane. I saw the video.
He went barefoot, and some people are like, "Whoa, why is he going barefoot?" You can actually generate more power through your toes because you can feel the ground going barefoot. And I do it at the gym all the time, but it was amazing. But then he was doing a timber carry, which is an 881.
We do tumbler carries.
We do tumbler carries up to here every day, or every recording. But he did a timber carry, which is an 881 pound box you have to carry up an incline 35 feet.
Wow. I couldn't even pick that up.
Struggled. One dude did it in 6 seconds. Wow. They have 30 seconds to do it to get as far as they can. One dude
did the whole thing in 6
went
seconds.
Up against Thor and ran up the ramp. I mean, you just see him, and there's video of it online. He just ran, and he's like, boom, he dropped it, he stepped up on top of the box, put his hand up in the air like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's just like standing there, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's farm boy strength there.
Yeah, that is, it was cool. So we walked around, we did some stuff. Actually sat down with Dude from the Bourbon Hunters and did a review on.
Dude and Mo were both there, weren't they?
They were both there.
Yeah, I saw a picture of them together.
And I talked to Mo. I had dinner with Mo last night and Dude.
Well, thanks for the invite.
It was open to anybody. It was the affiliate gathering dinner.
Oh, I'm not an affiliate.
Either am I. I'm affiliated.
You're affiliated,
but I'm not an affiliate.
An associate to the regional affiliate.
Yeah, it wasn't
so
just.
You were there, you were sitting down with
Dude. There was like a bunch of people. So I sat down with Dude. We reviewed, Virgil Kane's Ash Cat, which is one we've done before.
One of our favorites.
Absolutely one of the favorites. Dude was highly impressed with it. He was like, this is
runs a
really
bourbon
good.
podcast.
And he runs a bourbon podcast. Then we did a private select, makers, which was really good. It is
Maybe we'll have to get some and we'll do that.
We're going to try. It's a one and done barrel.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So the next time.
Have to go get his bottle from him and tell him it's ours now.
No. I like Dude too much to rob him of his liquor.
Not rob. Like borrow permanently. I like Dude. I got nothing against Dude. I love Dude. I just want to try that. well,
I'm going to try to get it. So the next time Mo's in Indy, he might pick me up a bottle. So usually Mo will hit me up, with a text message like, hey, I'm here. Do you need anything? And lately I've been like, nope, trying to drink through what I have.
Yeah.
Don't need anything.
I've hit you up a couple times. You're like, nope, don't get it.
Nope. Just trying to get what I have. But, so we did a whole, I was expecting that we were just going to do like a whiskey quickie that he's been putting out. And we did a full-blown hour episode.
Nice. Can't wait to
which
listen.
was awesome. But the two of us were going to head over to Endeavor at some point, probably in April.
Do one with them?
And do one with either...
No, I've got a secret for you.
Yeah, with either Dude and Tyler, Dude or Mo.
Speaking of...
Or just the three of us.
Hard to get barrels and bottles. Guess what I stumbled upon accidentally and will have coming our way later this year?
Fried chicken.
No. Close. It's bourbon. And it's one you've been mentioning getting and not been able to find a connection. And I have somebody bringing us one, maybe two bottles.
Something like that.
And it's overseas.
Blanton's Gold.
Blanton's Gold is actually now sold in the U.S. starting last month.
Yeah, but we'll never get in Ohio.
I can get gold, but what about Blanton's Black?
Blanton's Black or Blanton's Red?
Black.
So who's going to Japan getting the coronavirus and coming back?
I have somebody that's been over there on work for about a year. He's due back this fall. And he asked me, he said, hey, you guys talk bourbon. And what should I get that I can't get back home? And I said, dude, here's what I would recommend. And I went through just a few. Mm-hmm. I said, here's some you can technically, like he was talking about getting Blanton's Gold. And I was like, I'm pretty sure, I had to look it up. I said it's available in America, but it's just started, so it's going to be.
Well, even then, it'll never be available in Ohio.
Right. And that's why I told him. Right? So he talked about, he already got a bottle of that, but he can get the Blanton's Black.
Black and red Black and red over there is readily available almost everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's only $50. It's like 60,000 yen or something like that, which is like $60.
Yeah. That's what we found it at. It's like $66, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm working on getting us that for this fall.
Nice.
and I'm going to try and snag you a bottle. So
cool. Yeah, that'd be great.
We'll have that. I told him, I said, and I was like, I don't expect you to bring back 50 bottles for me.
I do.
Because he was talking about all the stuff he wants to bring back, but he's like, we have this much allotted room to ship back home with our stuff, and we're only going to use this much. So I plan on bringing back anything I can't get back home.
Hell yeah.
And he said, if you want something, let me know. And I was like, dude, here's a list.
I'll take a bottle red and black.
Yeah,
I mean,
red, black, gold.
Whatever he can get in, I mean.
And I told him, I said,
again,
if you bring it here, between me and Martell and all our friends, it'll be gone.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to worry about that.
So, again, with Blanton's, I like Blanton's.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's so overhyped here, but
Exactly.
these are ones that aren't available. So I will absolutely I'll take one bottle each. I mean, if he can get it, I will gladly pay him for one bottle each.
I already told him because I know you. I was like, dude, that's something we will never ever have it's hard to get here.
Right.
It's a rare opportunity. So
right. So I will definitely
I'm working
take
on that.
So, but you brought something. So what do you got?
And I hid it in a bag
too.
Because as soon as I walk in with a bag, you always look down. Because you're always curious.
Well, you've either got a bunch of shit from a convenience store, or you're hiding something.
I got one thing from a convenience store here that I'm not sure you even like, because I don't ever drink this, because I don't drink pop. But I have Mountain Dew with real sugar.
I used to be a huge Mountain Dew guy. And
I did, but I don't drink pop.
Then I grew up.
And then I have something you have pronounced that you hate, and that's Fireball whiskey.
Oh, fuck that. I have a bottle downstairs.
Now what we're going to do is try a Fire on the Mountain. It's a mixed drink where you do 1 part Fireball, 1 part Mountain Dew. And I
hate
I just
cinnamon.
want to hear, and I even wrapped it in toboggan so you couldn't see the Fireball. You hate cinnamon.
I fucking hate that fake cinnamon.
I don't drink pop, but I
don't really drink soda either. And so you're giving
two
me
things you hate.
2 things that I am not a fan of.
And I swear I didn't think of that at all when I thought of bringing this.
Yeah, so when we were recording yesterday, Dude and I we talked about like the Zombie Skittle episode, and we talked about
yeah, he loved that one.
Some of the Buckhorn bite stuff, and the Zombie Skittle one. He was like, "That's my favorite one." That show, he goes, just listening to you guys, that was awful.
Cracking open a Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
everybody likes hearing me about puke my guts out.
And that's what it was. It was, he's like, Randy, he ate those. And then he's sitting there, and then like 5 minutes later, like something falls out of his teeth, and he's like,
oh, dude, it was terrible. I still have nightmares about it.
No, I don't want anything to do with that again.
So this is
But I recommended that other people do it.
That's how we roll. So this is a recipe that I found on Fireball's website. I'm going to pass this over to you. And I have tried this with regular Mountain Dew. I stopped and got real sugar Mountain Dew. You can pour as much or as little as you want. I know
It'll be as little as I want.
And it's a small bottle. But yeah, you basically, it's just 1 part Fireball. He's gagging from a sniff of the Fireball.
God, it's
1 part Fireball.
It's so bad.
1 part Mountain Dew. It's called Fire on the Mountain.
Yeah, well.
And it's
going to be a fire in my belly.
I appreciate all the good bourbon you've shared with me over the last couple of years, so I figured I'd pay it
Return
forward.
the favor.
Absolutely. Right back to you.
Yeah, I'm glad. And, I'm so glad we're friends.
I'm going to get unfriended by you two now after this.
God.
Blocked on Facebook.
No, the next step is to remove you as an admin from the Facebook page.
Oh. I actually look at that like once a week.
I know. I'm on there daily. Oh, it smells so bad.
It smells cinnamony.
Yeah.
You don't smell the Mountain Dew at all.
No.
Bottoms up. Go ahead.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm so excited.
Ew, it tastes like cough medicine. Oh, that's awful.
Oh, it's so good.
No. Oh, that's so... Hold on. No.
He's chugging it. He's chugging it. All down the hatch. Oh, man.
Oh.
You had a worse reaction to that than you did this.
I can't get the cinnamon taste out of my mouth.
Water. Oh, you did better with zombie Skittles.
Mm-hmm. I cannot stand. Like, I hate.
I'm in tears over here.
I don't like Big Red. I like hot tamales.
If you don't chew Big Red, then F you.
Ugh. Oh my God.
Oh, I wish we got to get a camera in here.
Well, so, and that's, I'm working on things. Like I'm trying to, like I took screenshots the other day of another guy's podcast where he sits just at a table.
Yeah.
But it's more like a butcher block style workshop table.
Yeah.
And he's got a microphone stand that comes right up out of the middle of it, blah, blah, blah. He talks, but so we would literally have to sit side by side where the camera's facing us.
Yeah.
Or
we could sit, like we do the table downstairs, we can sit 2 separate sides and put the camera that way.
Right. So
yeah.
I'm working on that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure that out.
So let's go ahead and rate our Fire on the Mountain mixed drink.
If I could give it a 0, I'd give it a 0, but 0 is not a number. So I'm going with a 1.
A 1 donut.
I hate.
I'm honestly, I will say this. I'm impressed that you decided, you know what, screw it and just choke it down because I
won't waste.
I appreciate that. Because in the past, there's been times you've told me no. And you said this sucks, and then you just shot the rest of that. Yeah, I'm impressed. Kudos to you. So you give it a 1. I'm giving it a 2. I don't think it's that bad. Now, you have to like cinnamon.
You have to like cinnamon.
For sure.
Now, and I like the smell of real cinnamon. Like you get cinnamon rolls or you put cinnamon in, pancakes. This is fake candy. This is candy cinnamon. I fucking
It tastes like a Red Hot.
Yeah, I don't like Red Hots. I don't like tamales, Big Red. Anything that is
now, the way I came about this, I heard about Fireball from like Bad Country Music.
It's gross.
That Fireball whiskey whispers. That kind of crap. And I knew a guy that was bad with Fireball. He would drink a bottle every night.
Oh, you know my neighbor too?
Does he do it too?
Jesus, we can't do a get together without them bringing out a handle of Fireball.
Well, here's the thing that I found out. You can buy a box of Fireball like you can Franzia.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Fireball is there.
So the first time I was like, you know what? I kind of like cinnamon. I'll give it a shot. So I tried it and I went, this is really sweet. So I tried mixing with things. I went, let me look at their site. And I found Fire on the Mountain. I've got a sweet tooth, and I will say this is overly sweet. The Fireball's super sweet, and then you mix it with Mountain Dew.
This is really sweet. It's sickly sweet, like the Manhattans we had, the pre-mixed Manhattans.
Yeah.
When you put it on ice, not great. Actually, someone recommended that I mix the Manhattan mix with more whiskey.
Okay. Was that your neighbor? Because that's a very alcoholic thing to say.
No, that would have been Katie, who bought it for us.
Like I said. Now, I will also say that I have mixed a splash of this in with Ancient Age. Mm. And
the Mountain Dew or the Fireball?
The Fireball.
Ooh.
But I mean a drop just to give it a cinnamon tinge, not a lot. It wasn't good.
No.
It was not good. I don't recommend that. But this, if you got a sweet tooth, man, try use some Fire on the Mountain. It's cheap ingredients.
It's super cheap.
$6 for
you
that
got
little
about
bottle.
50 cents right there.
I've got as much in the Mountain Dew as I do the Fireball.
Yeah, that is.
But I thought of you and went with real sugar Mountain Dew.
I appreciate
no artificial
that.
Sweeteners. I had your best interest at heart.
So it looks like Pepsi is getting into the cryptocurrency. You can Pepcoin.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of those enter the code on the cap thing.
Yeah, it is.
Win a Learjet, like the 90s.
Oh, we should try to enter and win a Learjet.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I'd give this 2 donuts out of 5. It's not something it's not going to be a go-to.
No, absolutely
I've had it once
not.
before at a poker night. So I thought I'd bring it today just because why not? I wanted to see your reaction because I knew you hated it.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
So if you guys like hearing us gag, I guess we will, we'll give Martell sweet cinnamon stuff and me zombie Skittles.
Yep.
So what is this you just handed me?
Okay, so this is something.
It says whiskey, what product of USA.
What is on the label is not what it is.
Okay.
So it's like when I hand out my 4-ounce bottles to people and I just put masking tape labels on things.
Right on it. Unknown whiskey.
Unknown whiskey. This is from Mo. This is Speyburn.
Now, did you see this guy on the back of this label?
No, I didn't look at it.
It's a dapper looking buck with large horns in a suit holding a,
that's Flavor's mascot.
Oh, that should be our mascot.
Well, it's a little late for that now.
It is. So, what do we got here?
I think it's called Speyburn.
This is from Mo, you said.
Let me do a quick Google search.
So I'm pouring this into my Glencairn.
Yeah, because this is a Scotch aged in Buffalo Trace barrels.
Oh, okay. Love Buffalo Trace. One of my favorite distilleries.
Yeah. So this is, I think
it smells like Scotch.
Let's see, OTCH.
I noticed that you're using Brave.
I'm always using Brave. Brave is the best. Speyburn. That's what it is. So it's Speyburn, in
Speyburn.
Speyburn. Yeah, Speyburn. Sorry. Let's see if I can actually find what it is.
Strong on the nose.
It's very strong. It's Scotch.
It's starting to clear out my clogged up fatty nasal passages.
Here it is. This is it right here.
That's what we're trying.
This is what we're trying. So the Speyburn Companion Cask.
Who?
It is
92 proof.
Yeah, 92 proof.
High octane.
It's about $40 a bottle.
Not a bad price.
No, it's not
Depending
a bad
on
price.
taste.
But this is a single malt Scotch.
Okay.
Aged in Buffalo Trace barrels. This particular one. I don't know the one that we're looking at. Oh, no, it says right here. Reportedly from Buffalo Trace. So,
reportedly.
We'll take that at face value and say it's Buffalo Trace barrels. But we don't know who. We don't know if it's Buffalo Trace, Blanton's, Eagle Rare. It could be.
It's just from the Buffalo Trace distillery.
It's from the distillery. So Buffalo Trace barrels. It's very much mild in color. Like it's not your.
It almost looks like a light apple juice.
Yeah. It looks like an apple juice basically that's been cut with water that you would give to your kids. So I don't know how to rate a Scotch or to review a Scotch other than smell it.
No, I'm reading the review here on the page. It says the nose on this one's bright and airy with fresh vanilla bean, candied lemon peel, plenty of malt, and subtle undertones of cinnamon and toffee. I get none of that. I get some of the lemon peel, some of the zest. I don't smell anything cinnamon or toffee.
I smell a little bit. I get a little bit of toffee. I don't get any cinnamon or vanilla.
It kind of smells like licorice to me.
And this is another discussion that Dude and I had talking about on the nose, like what you should, and neither one of us are very good at that.
Knows what we're doing.
Like, oh, you should get licorice and candy corn and this. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I get none of that. I get maybe some baking spice and some vanilla occasionally.
Baby spice, some ginger
everything's
spice,
caramel to me.
Scary spice.
All right, so let me give this a little.
Yeah, you give it a little taste there. It's pretty strong, I think, on the nose. What do you think on the taste?
It tastes like a Scotch. It's not bad.
Okay.
I like it. I actually like it. It's one of those things that it's different. It's different enough from a typical Scotch that I've had.
That tastes. You know what that tastes like? It tastes like one of those bullseye caramel cream chew things.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like this.
It's got the good burn that I like.
Yeah, you got that burn thing going.
I like the burn.
I don't give her.
I feel the burn.
That's a product of the product. I could care less about the burn. The taste,
it tastes like
though,
a cow still.
Yeah, the taste is fantastic. I don't know what I'm picking up on it though. Like I'm so bad. Well,
the cowtail to me, I'm getting a caramel and that vanilla bean.
You get that.
That's what I'm getting. It tastes like a cowtail.
You're getting on the taste what they say you should get on the nose.
Parts of it. I don't taste lemon peel. I'm definitely tasting the malt.
Oh, you know what? I couldn't pinpoint it. Right here, big burst of bubble gum on the on kind of the finish of this
brown sugar. It says eventually show some brown sugar, sawdust, a delicate spice, peanut note. That's where I'm getting the peanut flavor.
Peanut. You're getting that caramel peanut.
Orange blossom honey, and there's the sweetness. I like it. I really like this because at first, right off the go, it almost reminded me of the Screwball with the peanut buttery.
A little bit, yeah,
a little bit. But as a finish, I got more caramel and vanilla. I'm
getting that bubble gum. I'm not
getting much bubble gum.
I'm getting the caramel and the brown sugar like in your jowls.
Yeah.
Like, and a little bit of that peanut. I'm not picking up any of the orange blossom honey.
No, I'm not. I like that, dude.
I like it. It's very good.
I wish we had more of this.
Well, we can try to see if we can find a bottle. I don't know if it's still available in Ohio or not.
The peanut note I'm definitely getting.
I'm getting the peanut note like on a very, very end.
Yeah.
Like now.
Well,
like I'm getting it now, and I took a drink.
When I take a drink, it tastes like a cowtail to me.
Yeah.
When it sits and finishes, I'm getting the peanut.
Yeah.
I don't get any real citrus on the taste.
No, I'm not.
I like it.
I like it. I like this a lot.
We are self-proclaimed not Scotch guys.
I don't like all the peaty, like the super smoky, peaty, like
this is a
harsh.
good one.
I like
this.
At
$40, I like it a lot.
I like this. So
I would give this one, I'm going to say 3 donuts.
I'm going to give this a 3. If you're out and about and you see it, pick it up, give it a try.
For $40, it's a stellar,
Now, I will say, keep in mind, this is the cask companion. I don't know what the regular Speyburn burn tastes like. So
yeah. Make sure you are getting what we're talking about before you
go
write us a note saying how much we suck. Well, we do, but
you guys are the worst. I'm like, yeah, that's why no one listens.
Exactly. Mucho apreciado. I really like this.
Yeah, this is good. I like
apparently when I drink a very tiny sip of scotch, I speak Espanol. But I give this a solid 3.
I give it a good 3.
I would like a bottle of this in my collection.
I like it. There it is. I will,
keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out. I will, if I remember when this show goes up, I'll post a photo of it. So.
Good stuff.
That's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
So yeah, so when I was recording with Dude, I made a comment like Tyler wasn't there. And I'm like, dude, Tyler, bruh, what do you mean you don't know who the Buckhorn podcast is?
Right.
I'm like, we got 43
We've been listened to in Hong Kong.
We've got 43 listeners. How do you not know who we are?
We have been heard in 17 countries, Tyler.
Have we really?
Yeah, 17.
See, I haven't been tracking it that far.
By like one person in most of them, but still.
Well, it's just some guy traveling on a plane.
I'll take it. I don't care.
Hop. So, let's see. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do a little bit of news, I guess. I don't have any Florida Man things.
Oh yeah, there's a Grind My Gears one.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Let's do this one. All right, so.
Oh yes.
So there was a driver who was recently pulled over here in Ohio. His license plate, or no, this isn't Ohio. I take that back. This is he's got a Louisiana license plate. I thought it was Ohio there for like an old Ohio plate. His license plate expired in 1997.
Yes. We are talking, for 97, that would have been my freshman year of high school, 96 and 97. I was into fast cars, loud music, girls. They weren't into me, but I was into them. And, this dude decided, you know what? I'm done paying for my license plate.
Yeah. In 97, I was hitting switches and capping bitches.
You were doing neither of those things in 97.
You're right.
I snorted. That's good radio for you. Lose a lung.
Oh, so his excuse was, I've been busy.
That's my favorite part. Sorry, officer, I've been busy lately and totally forgot to renew my vehicle registration. I'll take care of it as soon as I get home, he said.
Oh my God. That is perfect.
Now here's the thing. He got fined, I think.
It doesn't say.
But
it just says
the amount that, he said he'll take care of it. And
so
they
good.
basically did nothing. So this dude hasn't had to pay for tags for over 20 years.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
I'm not even mad.
I'm not either. Because if you can get away with doing that for almost,
we talked about it last fall or whatever when I got my new tags. It is ridiculous that we pay for the tags and then we have to pay every single year.
It is a privilege to drive the vehicle.
It's ridiculous the way this country's run. The taxes are run. I don't care about your potholes. It's absolutely absurd. So my hat's off to this guy.
Never get fixed anyway. So
my hat is off to this guy.
Yeah, I like this. I
love this story. 97. It's 97? Like it was 3 years past due.
No,
it's 23 years past due.
He's a good bit. Because we like alcohol and spirits on this show. There is a company called Atomic Vodka.
Oh, different spirits. Okay.
Yes. Not Casper, the asshole ghost that keeps starting shit and whatever.
Man, so aggressive towards Casper.
He's a troublemaker. He's like
would
Curious
you be if
George.
You were a ghost?
I would be, but I wouldn't try to be the friendly ghost. I'd be like his other 3 companions that are in the house that are always causing issue. Yeah. And Curious George is a little asshole monkey. All he does is get in trouble, and his ass belongs in a zoo.
Well, that's the thing. Curious George is a monkey.
Right.
And people get mad that he does monkey things. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
I don't get mad he does monkey things. I get mad that his ass belongs in a zoo. And
Whose fault is that?
The man with the yellow hat.
Exactly. It's not his fault.
Oh, and the World Wildlife Federation. Oh, and whatever zoo that the city they're living in.
Yeah.
Oh, and animal control.
And Ross Geller with Marcel the monkey.
And Obama.
Oh, thanks, Obama.
And Epstein didn't kill himself.
Amen.
Jesus.
That'll preach.
So, anyway, Atomic Vodka is, I'm going to assume they're a new company. I don't know. I didn't do any research into this.
Me neither. I sent you this article based on headline alone. Didn't even click on it.
So we all know about Chernobyl, unless you don't. So Chernobyl happened, I think, in the early 80s where...
It was like 87 or something.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
In the 80s. A nuclear reactor had a meltdown in Russia, what was the old USSR at the time.
I want to touch the elephant's foot.
And basically nuked an entire, what is it, like a 30-mile area?
Yeah, it's like
it's ridiculous. It's worse than Fukushima that happened just recently. So there's, over the past 30 years, plants, wildlife, everything's been growing up around this area.
And mutated wildlife.
Dogs
with 2 heads.
Yeah,
and like
3 eyes and one ball. Wow. Call him Lance. So anyway, so a company has gotten permission somehow to create what looked to be I think it's a wheat vodka. From 1986. There it is.
Hey, there we go. I was close.
You were close. So 1,000 square mile exclusion zone. That's what it is. That was way off at 30.
And I've done a lot of research and reading on Chernobyl. If you haven't actually studied it, it's kind of fascinating the way that everything went down was basically due to a simple mistake.
Yeah.
And it has ruined multiple lives, a whole area. It's a fascinating story, really.
Yeah, it is. And if you get a chance, there's
Safety
a documentary out there about the wildlife in Chernobyl that I've seen. Like so the catfish are unfazed by the nuclear waste.
I will eat one.
They're unfazed, physically unfazed. They didn't mutate.
Right.
But catfish left to their own devices get enormous.
Yep.
Like these are shovelhead? Is that?
I don't
know. They're just gigantic black, like 6-foot catfish that live in a channel.
If I go to this place and I have to order fish and it says mahi mahi, I get it not knowing what it is.
Well, mahi mahi it's a Hawaiian fish.
I know really tuna is tuna, shrimp is shrimp, but I don't know fish.
Yeah, these fish are like 6-8 foot long. They're living in this channel in Chernobyl.
I would ride one and then I would eat it.
You would have to ride one. Yeah. That's the only, but no one knows how they're actually getting their nutrition or anything. They're bottom feeders.
Well,
right, but there's nothing to feed off the bottom because there's nothing going into this
maybe
water.
All the bodies of the people that were tortured by the radiation jumped in there.
So, but like feral pigs are thriving. Deer are thriving in this nuclear environment.
Yeah.
So this company has gotten permission to use the grain and water from one of the evacuation zones, which is kind of like, the thing. That's like, I'm like, you're literally drinking nuclear waste.
You're toying with the man versus nature, the science behind us ruining the planet. You're toying with something very dangerous. The elephant's foot, which is well known. Google it if you haven't seen it. The only picture has been taken by a robot, but the first attempt to take a picture, it even ruined the camera.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a picture around the corner. Like, you can't get near this thing without dying within seconds. So to drink a vodka made from anything anywhere near that site is risky, but it's also kind of intriguing.
It is intriguing.
Like curiosity is killing my cat.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try it.
I know that you can get permission to go into some of the zones at Chernobyl. Like, they'll let you do tours, but they'll be like, you wear this, you don't take this off.
They definitely limit where you go.
Yeah. It is complete like isolation on where you can actually go and see. But there was like a whole town. Like, there was Ferris wheels and all this. Like, it was
playground. Like, you can see pictures. Go on Google and look it up.
It was literally like white fence, manicured lawn style homes that you would see in the U.S., but in high-rise buildings instead. But it was like they had, this permanent fair that was always there and all this other shit that was going on. And then all of a sudden,
so I gotta read this part because it blows my mind. It says the ominously named atomic vodka is made with grain and water grown in the very zone once evacuated for its radiation levels. Right. It's become the first consumer product to hail from the abandoned region since the disaster. Skipping ahead, it says the business has so far developed one finished bottle, which is by all accounts safe to drink, so they say. And then the guy says it's the only bottle in existence. I tremble when I pick it up.
I would too.
Could you imagine dropping it? It's all they've gone through to get it.
And it's
we'll have like a link so you can read this.
It's a white glove product. Like when you're picking this up, it's like handling like pages from like the Dead Sea Scrolls. You got white gloves on. You're using tweezers and moving things around. Yeah, you're not. This is stored in a vault. Like they're not. What I like,
they call it the Chernobyl Spirit Company, and what I like, it says that they plan to reintroduce the profits made from it to local communities whose livelihoods were destroyed with the explosion. That's kind of cool.
That is cool, but how many of those people are actually still alive that were affected?
But their descendants. I mean, here's the thing.
Even they're mutants. They got hunchbacks and, right?
Because I was alive when that happened.
I was
My dad could have worked there.
I was 6.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like my life could be affected by that. No, I was 3.
Close enough.
Same thing.
Potato, tomato, as you say.
I crapped my pants until I was 9, so.
Well, you still crap your pants now.
Not as often.
But either way. So, this is actually, I'm intrigued. I mean, I get that there's only one bottle that they think may be safe to drink. They're not 100%. So, my stomach's starting to hurt from that fireball.
You want more?
No. It's doing like that thing where it's cramping up. Yeah, that was weird.
Little History Channel pop up and Hitler just showed up on the screen out of nowhere.
What's up, Hitty?
Yeah, you're talking about Chernobyl, but remember me too.
So I'll get that in the notes as well. So this one's from Scioto Post.
Now the Scioto Post is a page out of Circleville that their
it's like
grammar
a news
spelling's
site.
atrocious. I think it's literally a guy like me that just decided I want to start doing this.
It's me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you look at all the grammar and
it's you.
It's me. I'm writing this.
The cool news is like when there's a wreck or something, he goes Facebook Live. That's why I follow it. And he'll like he drove somewhere where there's a house on fire. And he's very sympathetic, but he is sharing news, but it's literally just some dude like you and I just going, I'm going to make a Facebook page and call it the Scioto Post or whatever.
Well, he's created his own unfake news site.
I follow it. I shared this to you.
You did. So, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, which I don't know that they're actually going by that name anymore. I think legally they had to end up changing it.
There was so much controversy. I think they changed it to try and keep up with the 90s when everything went extreme, and everything went like, do the do. Nobody said Mountain Dew.
Right. It was the do. Give me the do.
Give me the do. And they kind of shortened it and everybody's like, well, they must not be serving chicken then. What is it? What animal is it?
Oh, it's
the same slimy, greasy, overprocessed.
It's Kentucky Fried Chameleon.
Cage. I didn't like it when it was chicken. I don't like it now.
Right. So, but it's all owned by the same umbrella company. Yes. Which I think is called like, I want to say it's like Happy something or whatever. But it's like Pepsi, Taco Bell, KFC, Long John Silver.
Yeah. Well, the KFC and Long John's and Circleville are
they're
combined.
Usually, together.
Last time I ate there, I got food poisoning.
Yeah. I haven't eaten like Long John's since like the 80s.
I'll go back to Captain D's.
So, KFC is making a chicken taco. Again. This isn't the first time they've done this. So, it is basically Taco Bell with
now here's the thing.
Kentucky Fried Chicken product.
And I said it grinds my gears. We haven't done a grinds my gears thing in a while, but the first, and I didn't even read the article, but the first sentence says, is fast food getting out of control or are they finally offering what we want? What we want, I want to go to KFC for chicken.
Right.
If I want a taco, I'll go to Taco Bell. If I want a burger, I'll go to Wendy's first or Burger King or McDonald's. If I want fast food crap scraped off the bottom of a grill that's been dropped on the floor and spit on, I'll go to the appropriate restaurant. You got Taco Bell making fries. You got Burger King offering nacho crap. You got KFC now making tacos.
Yeah.
Pretty soon it's just going to be 19. You go down a strip like Memorial Drive here in Lancaster. It's all the same crap.
Well, eventually, what's going to happen is the Taco Bell, the KFC, the Long Johns, and
it's
whatever.
all just going to be called food.
It's going to be in one building. You're just going to go in and be like, a Pizza Hut. That's the other one I was thinking.
Soylent
Pizza.
Green.
Be like, can I get a pizza taco with a chicken and kangaroo?
Ooh, now kangaroo's delicious. I would go for that.
Yeah, but
the fact that why make a taco? Your KFC, stick to chicken.
You make chicken.
11 herbs and spices. Like, stick to that. The Colonel's rolling over in his grave. First off, that all these idiots are trying to recreate the Colonel actor.
Well, that's all just a gimmick. The same company that does that does the Old Spice commercials.
Yeah, shocker. Crappy.
And I like actually
some of the Old Spices is kind of funny, but some of it's just dumb.
Isaac Mustafa, the guy who was doing the Old Spice commercials.
Yeah. I'm on a horse.
That shit I love. I had him as a voicemail message at one point.
That doesn't surprise me.
It was great.
Well, yeah, why? I don't need fried chicken in a taco shell or a fried chicken taco shell. It's
no one needs this.
It's not good chicken, first off. KFC's 5th or 6th best fast food chicken in Ohio. Not even talking the country.
I mean, Chick-fil-A is like 4.
You're wrong.
I know.
Chick-fil-A. Slim Chickens is now in Ohio, which I just got introduced to. It's only in Cincy.
I was going to say, never
heard
or had of that.
Amazing. I just got introduced to it through the guy at work.
Mo, go to Slim Chickens and tell us what you think.
Slim Chickens down in Cincy. It's around Mainville. Amazing. But their drive-through service is slow. It's not like Chick-fil-A.
All drive-through service is slow.
Could have
than Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they could have 2 laps around the building. You're out in under 5 minutes tops. At the longest.
I've never waited that long.
So you got Chick-fil-A, Slim Chickens is amazing. I would take Church's chicken over KFC. I would take Raising Cane's, which is bland and dry without the sauce, over KFC.
Popeyes is nasty.
And, I'd take Popeyes over KFC.
I would take KFC over Popeyes. I was just there recently.
Which one?
The one up in, Gahanna.
Yeah, so you gotta go to Livingston. You gotta go to Hood Popeyes. You want the good fried chicken, you go to Hood Popeyes.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It's all the same
South
recipe.
High.
It's all the same. It was dry. It was gross.
Well, that's why it's like 5th or 6th on my list.
Ugh.
That and KFC you can interchange. I don't care.
KFC, at least their chicken is not dry.
No, I would not.
It's not moist.
No,
so
I wouldn't say
moist.
I want it moist.
For everybody who loves that word.
Welcome to Moist Radio.
Ugh. It sounds drippy.
We drip in your ears. Nice. Got it. That was a good one. Yeah, no, I don't hate KFC, but I don't need a chicken taco shell.
No one needs a chicken taco shell.
So
just like no one needs a Dorito taco shell. Those are fucking gross.
I've never eaten a Dorito taco.
I tried one. I'm like, oh, nope. I didn't have the same reaction to Fireball, but it was, I like Cool Ranch Doritos.
That's my favorite.
Those are
best Doritos.
Best Doritos, hands down.
I don't care. Everybody says nacho cheesier.
No, fuck
Dumb.
you. Cool Ranch is the best.
By far. Cooler Ranch.
A Cool Ranch taco that they used to provide was not good. No one needs that. That's because
it's not a Cool Ranch Dorito. They just put the seasoning on the crap taco shell.
Right. Well, no, yeah. Then they do the same crap with the cheese one.
Right.
Gross. Just,
I
want a taco.
I want
if I want a fast food taco, I want just a fast food taco.
Give me my 99-cent hard shell taco.
It's like $1.29 now. Sucks.
Whatever.
Fuckers.
Used to be able to get out of Taco Bell with like 19 things for $4.
I know.
Now you go out with 4 things and it's $10.
Bub, hook me up with some Taco Bell. I know you used to be a manager there.
Oh, Bub, what? Bub. Yeah. Hook us up.
He can't get no discounts at Taco Bell.
I don't care. I just want him to give me free Taco Bell. I don't care if he pays for it.
Oh, well, he's going to care.
Sounds like a him problem.
He's not going to pay for it.
Oh, now it's a me problem.
Now it's a you problem. Let's see. Where are we at on time?
Yeah, we're good.
Yep. All right. So Mo and I also had a shareholder meeting last night.
Uh-oh.
He said I
don't get involved in any meetings. You leave me out of everything. What did Mo say?
He said, the wiggle, or not the wiggle waggle, that comes out this week. The Troll Patrol was a good, decent amount of time.
Okay.
I don't remember what the time was.
I don't either.
But I said it's probably like 48 minutes or so.
Good, decent. I'll take it.
And because we talked about coronavirus earlier today, just to kind of close out the show. Nearly 40. I think we covered this already.
We did.
Damn it!
I was going to wait till you read it and say you're an idiot. We already went over
this. I'm an idiot. We already went over it. All right. Well, I think that's it then.
I think we're good.
I think that's the end of this show.
Shout out to Fireball.
Maybe.
Martell hates it. I don't mind it. If it was at a party or at a thing, I'd be okay with it.
I would be great with like a drop of Fireball in, I don't know, like some Coke.
Oh, we can
an
try
entire
that.
12-ounce can of Coke and a eyedropper of Fireball.
So thanks, Fireball.
Half a milliliter. It'd be great. I hate Fireball. Yeah, so if you're out and about and you see the Speyburn Cask Companion, pick up a bottle of that. Absolutely pick a bottle of that up. Now, it's not something I can sit and drink constantly, but I could have a glass easily. Check out the Bourbon Hunters on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play. Check out One More Rep Podcast with Mo and the Passionate DJ Project with Mo.
Living in the 80s on Spotify.
Living in the 80s. And that's it.
We're good. Check us out.
Oh, like, share, subscribe. Not like any of you assholes are doing that shit anyway. Yeah, I'm going to degrade all of you and make you feel bad for listening to our show and
thanks
not
for all the
sharing.
Help. By the way, you suck.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for nothing. I'm kidding. I love all y'all. If you see me out in public, which you never will, come up and say hi. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
If you see Martell on the streets of Hong Kong, come say what's up.
Right.
Konnichiwa.
Domo arigato.
Google, Instagram.
You can shoot us an email at buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. If you'd like to support the show, which I wish you would, so we can do some equipment upgrades, because at this point, everything's been out of pocket, which I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. But
here's the thing. It takes money to run the show.
Money to run a show.
We pay for our hosting out of pocket. We pay for gear. We pay for all the bourbons. And we pay for the massage therapists that come in. So
happy endings.
If you could help us get an extra happy ending or two, hit us up at
Brandon-Martelle on Venmo.
There we go.
Maybe that's the issue. Maybe people don't want to send me money. Maybe I need to create a Buckhorn Podcast Venmo account.
Maybe.
It's still going to come to me, guys.
Or Patreon or...
I'm not in on the Patreon.
Don't tell them it's going to you. Tell them it's going to a charity.
It's
going
to the charity of equipment that we need.
Catfish at Chernobyl.
Yeah. The Patreon thing I'm not on. So anyway, I'm Martell. He's Randy. We'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Pinkies up.